Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I want to review for you the 2020 film Waiting for the Barbarians. This film was released August 7th, 2020 on Lervalino Entertainment and was directed by Ciro Guerrera. This film stars Mark Rylance as Magistrate, Johnny Depp as Colonel Joel, and Robert Pattinson as Officer Mandel. In this film, the Magistrate is sort of like the overall law of this uh, castle city in the middle of the desert. There's not a whole lot of crime or anything that goes on. And so the Empire sends the police in to their furthest towns, I suppose, to see where they can improve on lawless behavior. Uh, Johnny Depp's character is the colonel of the Imperial Police, and Robert Pattinson is an officer of the Imperial Police. And they're both, they're just real jerks, essentially, in this film, especially Robert Pattinson. It's like his character, when you do get to his character in the film, it's as though he got some power and just decided to really let it go to his head and see where he can take it. Johnny Depp, his character essentially has a similar like flaw where he has this sort of power that he abuses himself. And his character also reminds me a whole lot of Christopher Lloyd's character from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Judge Doom. Just a very, like a dark, revered character who, he goes into this area and he sees that there are local natives, nomads, barbarians, if you will, and they're clearly intending to harm the empire that is kind of pushing its way through into this area, until it's later found in the film that that's just not going to happen. They're going to fight back, and they're going to be known that they're not going to be taken advantage of. But in the film, the Empire really kind of comes in and does a number on these areas just to really show that they have power. Is the only thing that I can see that holds a point to this, because I don't really think, other than that, there is any point of what is happening in this film. Essentially, the magistrate is just very engaged in wanting to learn and become more involved in native lifestyle and history and just overall culture. And Depp's character kind of comes in and says, no, they mean harm. And he comes in as an interrogator for the Empire, to learn what he can, to find out where people are lying and trying to hide information on harm that they intend to do, which they don't. You have a couple of characters that come in, that are in prison for stealing sheep, but they were accused of stealing sheep, or that they were going to steal sheep, but really they just came to the local city to get some medicine for a wound on the kid's neck. And later they're found tortured, one tortured to death, just to find out that local barbarians plan an attack that isn't planned. You see throughout the film the torturous acts that take place against the local natives, and even down to there's a scene that I wouldn't say it's gruesome or brutal, but just the act in itself. These I want to say it's like 7 or 8 people are brought in with their hands sewn to their face, and not just like strategically sewn. It's almost like they push the needle through the hand, through the cheek, back through. That's the only thing I can guess happened. But it's as though these people were captured and brought in for interrogation, to be asked questions they may not even have answers to, or a proper translator to find out what's going on. There's a scene, a large majority of the film is the magistrate taking care of a woman who was brought in and interrogated and tortured, and thought to be blind. And he's trying to make her better, and then takes her back home to her people. And, you know, he's later found out to have performed this treasonous act, and then tortured himself to find out what can be found out. Depp's character, you find in the beginning of the film, like I said, very revered, very just power-driven man. If anyone's questioned, he's just the kind of person that throws something out there and says, this is all I need, this is the proof I have, or this is what I was able to have received, and I have this authority, so you have to obey me. And that's pretty much it. And at the end of the film, he's just a broken coward of a man. So it's a terrific film, and I do believe that it still reflects on ways that we see in society today, in a sense, where, you know, we'll have people interrogated, or especially in war-related interrogations, to the point where somebody may not have any information, but they'll give up anything that they can just to get out of the situation. So, it's a terrific film. I definitely say go check it out if you have the opportunity. I give it a strong 3 stars. I'll definitely revisit it. It's a fantastic film. A sad story at times. One thing I did find to be quite interesting, Harry Millens, who plays Dudley from the Harry Potter films, he plays a very small, very minor role in this film as just a soldier. He is a garrison soldier. I believe in the notes here I have garrison soldier number 4. So you have him in this film playing a very minor role, and it's just kind of funny. I mean, that particular actor probably doesn't have to work another day in his life, having been in the majority of the Harry Potter films, but it's kind of fun to see that he can just pop in and maybe play a role if he wants to be on set for something minor, or, just do something like that. So I think that was pretty neat, and that was something I had noticed that, in the film. Like, I like picking little things out like that. It's fun to see and then share. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Again, give it a strong 3 stars. Definitely check it out. And if you've seen the movie, jot down in the comments below, what did you think of the film? Did you like it more? Did you like it less? And what did you think of Depp's character by the end of the movie? I mean, he was just a broken coward of a man. So definitely a good film. Check it out if you haven't. And I will see y'all next time. Thanks for stopping by. Later.